Hello, Lewis here. I wanted to show how I make chicken fricassee. I'm in the mood to make chicken fricassee, so I make it very easily. This is just how I do it. I am not a chef. I never trained to be a cook. I've been cooking my whole life, and I do it very simple and easy. And what I want to do is I want to show some men or some young people who don't know how to cook fricassee, how easy it is to make. And yes, there's some times where I take a lot longer to make it, and I prep it better, and I make it a little different. But when it is 6 or 7 o'clock at night and you want to be eating in about an hour or less, this is what you do. And by the way, this is from frozen chicken. This is from frozen chicken, and here we go, folks. So, in the sink right here, you'll see some frozen chicken. Now, it is what it is. You didn't have time to defrost this. So you come here, and you take your chicken and you open these bags and you dump it out into your clean sink. Always make sure that your sink is clean. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just, give it a little scrubbing. And I'm making a ton of chicken here because I just feel like it. I got 2 packs of thighs, and I have 2 packs of drumsticks. This is Kirkland chicken, Costco. And this is what I happen to have in the freezer. Now, a lot of the time, I will just buy like a fresh Perdue chicken, a large one. If I'm gonna cook on a Saturday or a Sunday, and I'm gonna take my time, and I'm gonna have a glass or 2 of whiskey or a beer while I'm cooking. But when it's a Tuesday, I believe today's Tuesday, it's either Monday or Tuesday, I don't know what day it is. All I know is that I'm extremely tired, and I don't want to make a big fuss. I just want to eat some chicken. And I'm sure there's a lot of people out there like that, like, hey, I just want to eat. And we're going to take this chicken that is frozen. You can see that it's frozen. And we're going to go like this. We're going to rinse the heck out of it. I'm trying not to curse up my videos, folks. Then we're going to take a little brush, and we're just going to scrub it just for funsies. To get rid of some of that blood. And don't forget to wash your scrubber once you're done with it. Sometimes I like to take the skin off the chicken. Not today. Today I want the skin on there. So, can we even separate any of this? Look, it's separated. The drumsticks separated. My wife eats drumsticks. I eat thighs. That's just the way it is. Alright, this sucker is not separating. And it doesn't have to separate. It really doesn't. I'm just doing it for fun. Just doing it for fun. Okay, whatever, it doesn't matter. Let's rinse it some more. Always, do the best you can with cleaning your chicken. If you run it maybe with some water, it might separate. Let's see. It doesn't have to separate, but I kind of wanted it to. All right, no big deal. So, I always like to have a little towel handy. Not that one. That one's not the kind of towel I like to have handy. Just a kitchen towel that that I dry my hands as I go. So, I'm going to set the camera here, and hopefully, it'll be very simple. My chicken fricassee. I have big pots because I like to cook a lot of food. Like sometimes I will cook a ton of food and I will ship some of it to my daughter in Chicago, so that she can have food in her fridge so that she can have, 10 meals and she doesn't have to cook. She's out of college now and she's a pretty good cook, so she really doesn't need me that much anymore. So I'm gonna take this pot, which is clean, put it on the stove, and it's the front one. We're gonna put it on 5. We're gonna put it on 5. We're gonna take our frozen chicken and we're just gonna take it and put it in there. It's a cold pot, doesn't matter. This one hasn't separated. I don't care. Now, there's a ton of chicken in there. And like I said, I don't care. It's frozen chicken. And you know what? I want to make a lot of it because I'm gonna take it to lunch, and I love to eat leftovers, and I don't like to cook often. I like to have food sitting around so that I can eat it. There it is. I'm actually going to raise it to 7. Boom. Frozen chicken in a pot. No spices. Now I'm going to wash my hands. And like I said, this is just a way to just cook it. And if you do this 10, 15 times, after that you change your recipe and you get creative and you learned already how to make chicken fricassee. And after a while, you're making awesome freaking chicken that you're gonna love. And you put your stuff in it. Okay, so now, let me see if this camera is pointing down. So I'm gonna put this camera right here. And I don't care if my face doesn't come into the thing, because it's not my face that matters. It is the actual meal. So over here right now I have 1 big red onion. Okay? I might use 2. I don't know. Cutting one end of the onion. other end of the onion. This is just to put my garbage in for now. I try to make my life as easy as possible in every way. So I'm peeling the onion. And actually I should have just cut it in half and made the process even faster. But, you know, I'm not thinking, I'm tired, I don't want to do anything, but I want to eat fricassee, so it is what it is. So now we have this this beautiful red onion. I'm gonna take this onion, we're gonna cut it down the middle. And now, once it's cut down the middle, we're just gonna slice it. Doesn't matter how you do it. It doesn't have to look beautiful. You know, it's gonna cook anyway. Just a red onion, boom. And I know somebody's gonna say, hey, you're not cutting it right. It doesn't matter. I've cut a gazillion onions in my life, and I've cut everything. And today, I'm just doing it like this. Yes, I could slice, and I could go like that. And it doesn't matter. I'm working fast. Always remember that your chicken is cooking. And it's basically defrosting. That's what you're doing to the chicken right now, defrosting it. Always have a place to put your things that you're gonna use. This is my knife. This is my red onion. And I have a lot of chicken in there. But this is gonna be enough. Sometimes I put a ton of red onion or white onion or any kind of onion that you want to use. But it doesn't matter. And after a while, you're going to find out that you can put anything you want into this recipe. You can put ripe plantain. You can put corn on the cob. You can put different kind of vegetables. This is yours. You do whatever the heck you want with it. Okay, here I have two beautiful peppers. I have a red one and a yellow one. So now we're going to work with this. We're going to take this pepper and we're just going to cut it. I always cut it to the side of this thing because I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I go like this. You see all these seeds right there? I take these seeds and I'm going to put them, I'm going to take all these seeds and I'm going to put it right there because what I'm going to do is I am going to grow a pepper plant just because I like it. And I have my garden, so I'm going to take seeds, just seeds from this pepper and grow a pepper plant. Actually, there's enough seeds here to grow 1,000 pepper plants. And each pepper plant can give you so many peppers. You can feed a village with one pepper if you really need to and you need to work. And because I have been experimenting with this for so long, 30 years, 25 years, 40 years, I like plants. I just know how stuff works. And it's good to learn stuff like that. So that's why I'm doing the things I know. So here we go. Here's the seeds. Just break them out of there. Put them here. Here's more seeds. Break them out of there. And we're not going to use all these seeds. And by the way, if you want to have a seed bank, what you do is you take these seeds and you just spread them out on a paper towel and you leave them there overnight or for a couple of days or however long you want. And once the seeds are dry, you could put them in like a little plastic medicine thing that is empty. And you name them, peppers, red peppers, orange peppers, peppers from wherever it came. And then, you could have hundreds of seeds. And then you could do something with them. You can grow plants. You can have seeds stored. Why not? If you look around my house, I probably have seeds everywhere that I have stored, but I'm crazy, so, doesn't really matter. So here's my little towel that I like to have handy. And we're gonna get rid of this for now. This we don't need it anymore. We're done making trash. And we're gonna take these peppers, and it doesn't matter how you cut them. It really doesn't matter. I like long peppers because I love to eat the pieces of pepper. So I make these long peppers that are gonna sit in my food. And I think they're delicious and they look beautiful. I mean, I love stuff like this. This pepper, it's sweet, it's delicious. Some people don't even eat this stuff. This is just a raw pepper and it's so delicious. Now, have your stuff handy. Here's another bowl. Did I even rinse this? Yes, that's wet. Now, you don't have to cut it in long slices. If you like smaller slices that you want for it to dissolve, and you just want the taste, then you kind of mince it. And you make this. I don't know how long I've been cooking right now, but I don't think it's been more than 10 minutes. If that. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna rinse my hands. I'm gonna cook with this. A big stainless steel spoon. And I'm gonna come over here and I'm just gonna check on my chicken. It's sounding. Turn on the light. And I'm gonna bring the camera over here. Hopefully, you can see what the chicken looks like. And you can see how it sounds. And all I'm doing is just not letting it stick. Has it separated yet? This one hasn't even separated yet. Because it's still frozen. This is still frozen. So now I'm going to put the camera down so I can work on it. I just wanted to show that. I'm going to come over here. And I'm going to try to separate it. I want to get something. This tongues, I think they're called. Get the longer ones. And see if I can separate it. And I don't need to separate it yet, but I'm going to see if I can. It's too frozen. Who cares? Who cares? It doesn't matter. Just let it keep going. Let it keep doing its thing. And the reason that I checked it was I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't too hot, that it was sticking to the bottom of the pan. Because I hate when my food sticks. You know, I like to watch my food. I don't like my food to be burnt. And plus I enjoy doing this. This, like right now, I was in a really bad, tired mood, but now I'm feeling awesome because I'm cooking. You know? And this is something that I like to do, so it brings my spirits up. And maybe, you know, there's somebody out there that is suffering from depression or is sad and they just don't know what to do with life. Hey, cook. Work on plants. Write poetry, crappy poetry. Who cares? Shine your shoes. Clean your house. Clean your toilet. I get such a satisfaction from washing my toilet. And I know that makes no sense. But like, I'll wash my toilet, two times a week, 3 times a week. If I feel like it, 4 times a week. And it takes me exactly 1 minute to clean my toilet, and it keeps it clean. And I'm gonna make a video on that, how I do that. So simple and easy. And then you're always using a clean toilet, which is awesome. Okay, so today's meal is gonna be super, super simple. It's just gonna take onion and peppers. I'm not putting anything else in it. And I have tons of stuff I could put in it, I could put broccoli, I could put mushrooms, I could put this, I could put that. I don't want to. I don't want to put anything. I want it to be nice and plain with some plain white rice. Not brown rice, not special rice, plain white rice, plain chicken, and plain ingredients. Kirkland tomato sauce. Let me see if I can see it. It is, what is it? Kirkland organic tomato sauce. Blah, 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 blah. Recycling. Now, we're going to get some potatoes. We're going to clean this off a little bit. Let me see if the camera is pointing at me. So now, we're going to get our potatoes ready. Because that's another ingredient that our fricassee is going to have. So the potatoes that I bought today at Costco are called, I think it's Florida Baby Potatoes. Premium Melody. Whatever. That's what advertisers use to. That's what they look like. They look very nice. I like them. I bought some. So now you take some potatoes. There's a lot of chicken in there. So let's say that for every piece of chicken that's in there, let's say there was 4 packs. Let's say there's 4 pieces of chicken per pack. That's 4 times 4, I think it's 16, right? 4, 8, 12, 16, yeah. 16. So let's say you're going to use about 2 potatoes per chicken. It doesn't matter. So, you could use whatever you want. I'm just going to take, okay, here is 4 potatoes, 8 potatoes, 12 potatoes. You don't even need that much, but you know what? Let's put 16 just as our chicken. It doesn't matter. But look, that's what the potatoes look like. They're very little potatoes and they're super cute. That's why I bought them, because I liked them. I like the way they look, and this is what I bought. Now we're gonna get this out of the way for now. And you know what? It doesn't matter how many potatoes you use. If you don't like potatoes, well, this recipe requires potatoes. This fricassee requires potatoes. So now, and I really should have cleaned my sink before putting the potatoes in it, because I had the chicken in there. It doesn't really matter because the chicken is going to get cooked and the potatoes are going to get cooked. So there's no cross-contamination, and there's no salmonella, and there's no nothing. You don't have to be that careful in life. But anyway, we're going to take this little hose and we're going to wash potatoes. And we're going to take our little scrubber and we're going to scrub potatoes. Scrub them. Try to get them as clean as possible. Why not? Nothing wrong with clean food, folks. Nothing wrong with being meticulous with what you put in your body. Because, you know, you're your best friend. And if you're not your best friend, you need to become your best friend. You need to become your best lover. You need to become your best friend. Your best everything. You have to treat yourself with a lot of love. So let's check on the chicken. The chicken is cooking very well. It smells absolutely delicious. So this hasn't even separated yet. It will. It will. But now I'm gonna lower it to 5. It was on 7. I'm gonna lower it to 5. And you know what? I'm gonna use this bowl to keep my utensils while I'm cooking. I always do this. I always like to have a bowl or something, a plate where I put the utensils that I'm using while I'm cooking. I'm gonna go get another bowl. Here's another bowl. Then we're going to take our potatoes that are nice and clean. And you should always wash your potatoes because, you know, some companies may say they wash the potatoes. They don't wash the potatoes. They don't wash our vegetables. Some bags that say ready to eat, yes, that gets washed. But your food does not get washed. Our food is dirty. And we need to do the best we can. We don't need to go overboard, but we need to do just, you know, the best we can. This here is a ton of potatoes. I don't care. Boom. Cut it in half. Put it back. Cut it in half. Cut it in half. Cut it in half. I like pieces at least this small, at most. I don't like making my fricassee with smaller potatoes because then they will just dissolve. And I like to taste my potatoes. But you know, this is me. Anybody can cook this any way they want. Please experiment. Please do it your way. And if you've never cooked, just do it. Have fun. Invite your friends over. If you're some young kid in your early 20s, or cook for your parents. If you're a teenager, or if you're a single guy that doesn't know how to cook, boom, this is easy. So you guys are seeing how easy this is. There's no science to this. There's no, oh, you got to go to cook. You got to go to school for this. No. Just don't overcook your food. That is the important thing. Don't ever cook on high heat. Okay. So right now I have been cooking for 28 minutes. Here's the potatoes. Here's my potatoes. I hope everybody can see my potatoes. So my potatoes are going in with the chicken. Very easy. Very simple. Very easy. I wash the potatoes. I cut the potatoes. The potatoes went in with the chicken. Here's my peppers. Here's my peppers. Yellow pepper, red pepper. Okay? There it is. Okay? Peppers are going in. Very simple. Here's my onion. Red onion. Tons of red onion right there. Going in with with the food. Now, let's get the camera over here. So now we have potatoes. We have peppers. We have chicken. And we have one chicken that still hasn't separated. One frozen chicken that still hasn't separated. And I think it's separating. Let's see. Yeah, it's separating. So there, that chicken's separated for now. Okay? So it's thawed out. Basically, that's what it is. So now, here is a can of the organic tomato sauce. Throw it in there. Throw it in there. Get a little bit of water, about 1/4 way up. That's all you need. You take it, you got your water in your can, and that is just to clean the tomato sauce from the can. The chicken has tons of water. The potatoes have tons of water. The peppers have tons of water. You don't need to add water to your food. Now what we're gonna do is, just for funsies, we are going to do something that is this is just something that I like to do. Usually I start putting my spices when everything is almost cooked, halfway cooked. But today, just because I don't want any vampires to come and kill me or bite me, unless they're gorgeous female vampires, I'm gonna put some minced garlic. And I use minced garlic that is in water, okay? It's a Kirkland Signature minced garlic grown in the US. It doesn't say in water, but usually is in water. Now, you put as much garlic as you want. Here's a big spoon of garlic. Boom, throw it in there. Here's another big spoon of garlic. Throw it in there. And if you want to make sure that no vampires come, just throw a third one in there. Who cares? Now, that's enough for now. And just for now, let's add a little bit of salt. Just a little bit of salt. We're gonna put a little bit more spices in it later. You're done. That's it. That's it. Now you just let it cook for about 45 minutes, okay? I will come back and show the results.